All right. What is up, everybody? Okay. Hang on. You know what? I always freaking screw up because Facebook, when you start it, it always gives you like 7 seconds or whatever to. Oh, I didn't go live yet. That's right. Not on Facebook. All right. There we go. Okay. Hope everybody had a good Friday. Hope you saw who got arrested. Newsflash. Go ahead and watch the live if you're just coming across this on Facebook if you miss it, or watch the VOD. All right, so as you all have seen in the title, I've been waiting for it. I know it's been a while since we've seen each other, but I was literally waiting for Mr. Lamone to get arrested. It's going to see how long it took. It took a little while, as you can see. But they got him in LA. I think he was in a hotel. He was going to be covering the Grammys or whatever it was. One of those award shows. I think it was the Grammys. I don't know. I haven't watched an award show in a long time. But so they got him. And ultimately probably be some leftist judge that lets him off of everything. But, you know, so be it. But let's get into it. We got some clips. We got a little bit to talk about. Let's check it out. Here we go. And Facebook and YouTube. No big deal. But yeah, so like I was saying before, Lemon arrested for being a part of the Motley crew. I thought it would be a good idea to storm a church and interrupt church service because they were mad that one of the members of the pastoral staff was a high-ranking member of ICE. Well, they figured it out. I've been waiting for that hammer to drop, and it's finally dropped. So I got a little clip of his, little press conference that he had after getting out of court, him standing next to the man he sleeps with. So I think I'll cue that one up first. And then, of course, we'll get into it. We got some funny ones. So let me cue up Lamone, Don Lamone, Don the Fraud Lemon. It's about a minute long. We're gonna kind of be winging it on this show, gang, because it's been a while, and life's been lifing in a good way. But I just haven't been able to focus like I want to on the show, so we're getting back into it. Okay.
I want to thank everybody for their support. It truly means the world to me. I have no idea what's going on because obviously I haven't seen anything. I've spent my entire career covering the news. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever.
Nothing of what you just said has anything to do with what you did. You didn't go to a congressman. You didn't take any sensible channels to try and make change. You went into a church. You met up with the fools, with the clowns. Beforehand, you were part of the pre-planning process. You went in there, you did your thing, you were part of the disruption. You weren't just in the back waiting for people to come out and interview them after the experience. No, you were in there, mic in hand, in the pastor's face, part of the disruption. So, and then you got on TV and lied about it. So you're busted. Of course, I completely understand you running cover for this. Absolutely. That's what I expect. I expect you to get up here and lie. But, that no big deal. Because this is what we expect. This is exactly what we expect from the Limon. So, let's continue.
Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that
false. You've been storming churches for the last 30 years. You've been peddling lies for a large portion of that, but you've been storming churches with protesters. No, you haven't. Another lie.
That is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists.
Jumping in here again, Mr. Lemon. The First Amendment doesn't protect you from disrupting church services. That's right, Ruby Cat. Despite what you may think or the lies that you're getting leftists to believe, that has nothing to do with the First Amendment. So, sorry, buddy. I mean, you'll have a good time locked up, I'm sure.
Who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silenced. I look forward to my day in court. Thank you all.
Yeah, I mean, in reality,
I want to thank everybody for their support.
Silence, Lemon. In reality, I highly doubt that we'll get a judge to actually uphold the law. But, we'll see. We'll see. And then, of course, they're acting like total idiots in Los Angeles. I mean, it's going after ICE, the federal building over there. Just more acting a fool. More acting a fool. And all right, Ruby. Cat probably took a big old poo. Anyway, I mean, I go on X, at least on I go on X, at least on the PC version, and I haven't seen much on those little riots. But Don Lemon is hilarious. Of course, he gets up there and lies. Of course. Did I get a comment? Oh no, that's me plugging in the. But of course, he gets up there and lies. When it's like, bro, you told on yourself before it even began. So, the chickens are coming home to roost, and that's good because a precedent must be set. Must be said. You can't just let this one slide because then too many people would be encouraged to do what those idiots did. And then people are really going to get hurt because there's some churches out there that are not playing that mess. That are not playing that mess. So it took a little too long. Um in my opinion. But I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it happened. Um so, he had he just told on himself. He just told on himself. I don't know if that's true here. California have a per mile tax by next year? No way. Yeah, no. If that's true, there's no way. There's no way. Uh, Gavin Newsom, that man is such a problem for California. I cannot stand this man. I can't. He's just, oh, he's the worst. The absolute worst. So let's uh let's hope that justice is hopefully justice is served. All right, I found something on these idiots that were riding and acting total idiots in front of the ICE building in Los Angeles. And sadly, we're usual suspects. Just you want to stay here, you want to be here, but you're not about the country. But good on the LAPD. Let's start this over. Good on the LAPD for finally showing up. It's like, you got to start putting boots, pardon my language, but you got to start putting boots to asses. All right? Like enough is enough with these clowns. Enough is enough. Look at this. Look at this nonsense because they think it's unfair that the country enforce its immigration laws. Do not fall for the nonsense that they are just rounding up. Oh, that looks like an illegal, and then they go and get them. Please don't fall for that. Don't be that dumb. It is not what's happening. It is a total lie. That is a lie. It is a lie. Show me them. Show me this battalion of Americans. Show me these all of these citizens. Where are they at? What country did they get deported to then? Where are they? Where are the lawsuits for all these American citizens that were just wrongfully rounded up and deported? With all of these leftist judges and all these sanctuary cities and how blue everything is. Seriously, people, use your critical thinking skills. Don't just because Abby Phillips or some other idiot on CNN just said it, so you just take it as law. Use your brains. Focus with me. Okay? That's not how life works. Stop. To the people of the left, stop just taking anything that you hear and just going with it. It's a dangerous way to be. It's everything that you accuse people, conservatives and people on the right, everything that you accuse them of doing is literally what you guys do. Literally. and I get in these debates all the time, and it's just like, you didn't even, now people are trying to research, but they're going to biased sources instead of like confirmed sources. They're just finding some TikToker and they're like, see, it's like, no, like, go. Anyway, we got to get through this nonsense in LA. It's just another reason why I'm glad I'm not even in that county. Don't push me. You're getting pushed. You're getting pushed. You're lucky you're not getting smacked. Beating drums. It's like, what is this? Look at them out there. They're not ready for a fight. None of those people are ready for a fight. But good on the LAPD for getting out there and restoring some order, because you just can't have crap like that. You cannot. You cannot allow that crap to go on. You just can't. So that's excellent that they finally showed up, and yeah. What a day in America. Don Lemon was arrested. They released a bunch of pages of the Epstein files, and now you got like Pusha T and Jay-Z caught up in it, caught up in the madness, which shouldn't surprise anybody. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. It looks like common sense is finally getting back on the offensive. Finally getting common sense back on the offensive. Don Lemon, the latest case of pure and unadulterated FAFO. You love it. It's what you love to see. It's what you just love to see. I guess News Nation's been making some strides here. We got a little exchange between Katie Pavlich and Brian Tyler Cohen. Super liberal. Let's check this out. I haven't listened to this exchange, so I want to see if she actually, if she cooks this guy like I expect her to. It's not hard to beat a liberal in a debate.
I think it would be safe to say that you would be first among them in saying that.
Now, I'm going to guess. Now, remember, I haven't watched this, but I'm going to guess that he's going to throw out a bunch of nonsense, probably debunked or just flat out lies. Let's see. I may be wrong, but let's see.
This is a tyrannical big government overreach where we have masked men who refuse to identify themselves, who are serving as judge, jury, and executioner in the streets, killing people at will, and then rounding up any journalists, yourself included, because they don't like how they're
Total
reporting.
lies.
I mean, we have seen it with everything from the way that this administration has tried to weaponize the government against Adam Schiff and Letitia James and James Comey, Tim Walz, Jacob Fry, judges, members of Congress, senators. At some point, you got to imagine that even conservatives are going to recognize that all of what they had decried for years and years and years that could possibly happen at the hands of these radical Marxist leftists is happening in real time right now at the hands of the GOP.
Well, I will agree with you that I do have concerns about tyrannical government, but comparing what is happening now with Immigration and Customs Enforcement going in or attempting to go in to remove violent criminal aliens who have convictions of things like rape, murder, pedophilia, child molestation.
So Liam Ramos,
let me just finish. Let me just finish. Let me just finish. These people inside of these communities, and we wouldn't be here if Joe Biden didn't let in 15 million plus unvetted illegal alien criminals, one of which went to Atlanta and killed Laken Riley while she was out on a run by crushing her skull with a rock. So I would say they're very different things when you're talking about a tyrannical government against its citizens and a immigration force that is lawful in enforcing lawful federal laws, taking out criminal aliens, people who are not citizens, who shouldn't be here in the first place, who have broken our laws time and time again, in some cases taken the lives of others. That's not the same thing as what you're claiming conservatives have been concerned about for many, many years.
Point blank. This, this stuff isn't hard, gang. This stuff is not hard. I understand, especially with the leftists, I understand that you guys really have a lot of emotions tied into your side. You think that you're on the side of, I can't even say righteousness, but it's like you think you're on the side of love and compassion, and you think that just trumps out everything. You guys are all about love and compassion, and laws are mean. And looking at it, I guess maybe from like the mind of a child, I can understand some of you guys thinking like that, but just to be full blown adults and just anti-immigration and customs, it's anti-border laws. It's insane to see. It's insane to see. And then you got Jamel Hill getting on CNN with her blonde wig, looking just a total clown, and sitting here saying that Don Lemon was arrested because he was black, and Trump, hates black people and hates black journalists. It's incredible. It's incredible. I don't even want to. I don't even want to show that clip. Honestly. I found a clip from a pastor or Reverend this guy on X, Reverend Jordan Wells. And he was speaking on Don Lemon. They better, and he posted a little clip actually about the riots. Reverend Jordan Wells. Where is he? Pastor, apologist, Zionist, featured on Dr. Phil, Fox, Jubilee, and Brexit Debates, founder of Christians Against Anti-Semitism Institute. Okay, so this guy's got some people who follow him. All right, let's check out this video from him. Let me see if this is a guy. This is a pastor that I can get behind. Because not every pastor you can get behind. I like my pastor. You can get behind my pastor, so. If you need a church. All right, let's see what's going on with Reverend Jordan Wells.
I am a pastor. I have had a church building. I wish somebody would come in my church and do what Don Lemon did. Because I'm a packing pastor.
I'm a packing pastor.
With a gun. I wish I would have a bunch, and my family's there, and my kids are there, and all these people come in.
Yeah, that's insane.
Done that at no black church.
Nope, I've said that before. Said it before.
Don Lemon was not being a journalist. John Lemon deserves to be arrested. So all of you that act like journalists are being thrown in jail because you don't care about Christians and you don't care about worship, because to the left, abortion is more sacred than worship.
Yeah.
Because they had no problem when Biden was throwing pro-lifers in jail, grandmas.
True. For praying.
Grandmothers.
For praying.
Were being thrown in jail under Biden.
For praying in front, not inside, in front of the building.
Because of the FACE Act, because you violated their rights. When they walked in that church, everybody stopped worshiping. They completely stopped the worship. They held up the entire worship service. That is the problem with these leftists. They think their cause is more important than yours. They think their rights are more important than your rights. So I have the right to First Amendment, so I can break your First Amendment rights because my First Amendment rights are more important than yours. No. Those people had a right to worship their God unhindered. If they wanted to protest and send a message, they could have stood outside the church, and they would have been perfect, and I would have been on here saying that Trump was wrong.
Yeah.
But one moment, as a pastor of my own church, the moment they stepped into that church, the moment they opened those doors and stopped everybody from worship and had children crying, they immediately destroyed the First Amendment. And if they were not held accountable for this, you could do this in churches around the country. And that's how religious persecution happens. If Don Lemon was not arrested, you see religious persecution break out around this country. Because now leftists can target churches with nothing, no consequence.
He's right. Didn't I just say that? You can't have that precedent be set. Like, you got to drop the hammer. Because let me tell you something, all right? I know that this like new this new age advertisement of Christianity will have some of you thinking and believing that turn the other cheek applies to all. No. All right. Turn the other cheek applies to people that are civil. Reason being is so that they, being civil, would feel shame because you're not trying to fight them back. It would diffuse the situation. If you have somebody that's not civil, well, then you're just going to be getting beat up. And that's not what Christianity teaches. That's not what Christ told us to do. He told people, trade your purse in for a sword. Peter carried a sword. You're to protect yourself. So what would happen is a lot of these leftists would pick the wrong church. And some of them might get popped. No telling how it could escalate, and then they try and pin the Christians. We're just not going for that in a Christian nation. This is a Christian country. I don't care how much you leftists hate Christianity, how satanic you are, and this, that, and the third. Doesn't matter. It's a Christian nation, and one thing you're not going to be doing is targeting Christians. But Christians need to start. And non-Christians need to primarily, you guys need to understand that, okay? You picked the right church where nothing would happen to you. All right? But please don't get it confused. Do not get it confused. Okay? It will not turn out well for you. Thinking that you're just going to be storming churches. No. No. All right. So it's best it's a good thing that they're all getting arrested and prosecuted. That's exactly what we needed to see. Exactly what we needed to see. And I need to see more of it. I need to see more of it. Okay. So I think we had a couple of CNN exchanges. Abby Phillips, I just hope, I hope one day you're on the side of common sense. Like, I really do. I really do. Let me tell you. Let's see here. Which one did I have? I think it was this one. How we feeling, LA? How we feeling about Karen Bass, huh? America's favorite mayor. How we doing, Palisades? How's all that working out? Do you think that would have gone down with Caruso? I'm just curious. How do my friends in Los Angeles dealing with the little commie Karen Bass, how do you think Rick Caruso would have done? You guys think he would have did a better job? I do. Because that man was becoming a success while Karen Bass was flying over to Cuba, drooling over Castro. True story.
Let's talk about Karen Bass.
What is this? Which one is this?
Let's talk about Karen Bass for a minute, too. She said she wakes up every day worried about Donald Trump. I mean, 7,000 houses burned down, and she was in Ghana last year. I think she should wake up every day trying to get those houses rebuilt. There's only been 10 that have been rebuilt.
10 houses in the flippin' Palisades have been rebuilt. 10. That is absurd. But that's what you get with commies. And she's a communist. She's a communist. It's documented. She's a communist. Fidel Castro sympathizer, was a part of communist groups when she was younger, went over to Cuba, I believe, a few times. Look it up. It's no secret. Communists are trying to take over this country. And they've been trying to dumb down society so that people would just be so stupid that they fall for it. But there's too many of us that know better. All right, they might control the media, but they don't control the masses. And again, Christian nation. It's hard to pull this kind of stuff on a Christian nation because communism is just anti-religion, period. And it's hard to get Christians to like worship the party kind of deal. Like that's not what we're going. That's not what we're going for. So let me see. They're trying hard. But we're not going to make it easy for them.
Let's talk about Karen Bass for a minute, too. She said she wakes up every day worried about Donald Trump.
And When you guys, and this is, she says it and leftists repeat it, total insanity. Total insanity. Like, you guys gotta, like, I mean, absolute nonsense. That's what she's worried about. That's all the left has. And they can't even justify it. You talk to the average person, hell, just go on my Facebook. And when you talk to these leftists and they list their reasons for hating Donald Trump, none of it is factual. None of it. It's all stuff that's already been proven wrong, just total lies. And part of me even thinks at this point, they know it's a lie. They know it's a damn lie, but it makes them feel good. It makes them feel like they're on the side of love and compassion. So they just keep on saying things that are just not true. And it's painful sometimes talking with these people, because it's just like you show them that they're wrong, and then after that it's on to hypotheticals. Well, what if Trump does this, or what if Trump does this? And it's just like, oh, now we're on what ifs. So, because I've pulled back a lot on the Facebook debates just because they're just not, when we start dealing with hypotheticals, when you just can't admit you're wrong, I pull back. And ultimately, I've been waiting for Don Lemon to get arrested. It's kind of been like my playoff beard, so to speak, which is also why I haven't gone live, because I'm like, nope, like, I need to see some justice for Christians in this country. So we finally got it. We finally got it. And that's good. What's up, Queen? Are you going to the bathroom? All right. So,
I mean, 7,000 houses burned down, and she was in Ghana last year. I think she should wake up every day trying to get those houses rebuilt. There's only been 10 that have been rebuilt. LA is a disaster. I was there last week. RVs lining the street because there's 200,000 people who don't have homes. I'm very tired, especially of Mamdani and Bass opining on all of these national issues when their cities need people who are managing what's going on the street.
Her city is...
Let's talk about Karen Bass.
I don't know who that clown was, but Los Angeles, let me tell you guys something. Los Angeles is an absolute disaster, okay? It is a disaster. You park, guy at my church was in downtown Los Angeles. Mistake number one. Literally dropping off a birthday present. All right, go. She didn't want to get on camera with her bonnet. I respect it. I respect it. Oh. Off camera. There you go. All right. So that's the queen, everybody. That's the queen. So Karen Bass worried about the wrong things. But anyway, Los Angeles, my buddy. Downtown LA, problem number one, was just dropping off some presents. In and out, 15 minutes maximum. 15 minutes max. In and out. Comes out, car broke it into, stuff stolen. Just like, huh? Like, dude. It's like you guys couldn't wait? Like 15 minutes? It's like as soon as the door closed behind me into the building, you guys hit, like, just total insanity. I never go there. And anytime I cross into LA County, the first and main thing on my mind is how soon can I get the heck out of LA County? crime everywhere. People don't know how to drive. People are all miserable because they're broke in LA, which is just, ugh. Um, you know, just all of it. It's even the parts that are nice. It's still, you still feel like just the sting of LA. And the parts that are nice, it's like fake nice. It's like it's hard to explain it. I'm not talking like Hollywood Hills mansion, elite LA. I'm talking just middle class and down LA. And yeah, it's nowhere that I want to be. So Marjorie Taylor Greene has not been I haven't really been too happy with her as of late. But it looks like she was on Bill Maher's show and started actually saying some things that, like, I've been wanting her to hear. She kind of, it seemed like she was kind of playing both sides. Not sure if Trump was gonna pull off the victory with the election, even though I knew it was gonna be just landslide. So I think she started trying to put eggs in both baskets, and it bit her. But she's been kind of keeping her head down, I think. I don't follow her too closely, but it seems like she's been keeping her head down, and she's trying to get back into the good graces of the right. And from this clip, this is a good way to start. So let's cue this puppy up. Is that as big as we get? All right, here we go.
They arrested Don Lemon.
Excellent.
Somebody went, yes, like good. I don't know. I
didn't hear him.
It's not good to arrest him. I don't know.
It is good.
Well,
it's perfect.
I'm
It's
say
excellent.
He violated the FACE Act. He went into a church, disrupted their worship, and then later in an interview compared them to white supremacists. That's not journalism. That's activism. I had an experience with Don Lemon.
But does it warrant getting arrested?
Yes.
Disrupting a worship service, stopping people's right to worship God, that is violation of the FACE Act. And under the Biden administration, pro-lifers were sent to prison up to 11 years for praying in front of an abortion clinic. And they were...
For praying in front of the clinic. They did not go inside the clinic, go into the operation room or surgery room, whatever they're called, and then start protesting or praying and doing this, that, and the other. Nope. They were outside the building praying, arrested, and sent to prison. Get Don Lemon. Get all of them. They're lucky they're lucky they picked a pacifist church in Minnesota, because if you guys would have went into a black church, and I'm not saying this as like a badge of honor that we're like black people are violent and all that. No, we would have defended the house of God with the same ferocity that Christ had when he was flipping tables and chasing people out of the temple square with the whip. And they weren't in the temple. They were outside of the temple, turning it into a bazaar. For those who don't know what that is, it's like, a shop, a strip mall. Everybody was setting up their huts and stuff, selling things. A farmer's market, if you will, just not food. There may have been food there, but a bazaar. So he wasn't having it. And he didn't go there and he didn't go and hug them and talk to them and turn the other cheek and let them do whatever made them happy. No, he chased them out. Chased them out. So, excuse me. They're lucky that's not the energy that they were met with. But if you keep playing with Christians, that's going to be the energy that you're met with. Okay, this is not Nigeria where we're not armed and greatly outnumbered or pacifist or whatever the case. No. So, absolutely, Don Lemon deserved to be arrested. Absolutely deserves to be prosecuted, and he needs to do some time, especially if elderly women and such were being arrested and doing time for praying in front of the building. Absolutely, every single person that went in there and disrupted service and made children cry, something needs to happen to them. All right, and it looks like something will. And if a federal judge throws this out, they need to be removed from the bench. Like this is cut and dry, blatant, in your face violation of federal law. It's just 100%. So something needs to happen, and I believe something will happen.
Convicted under the FACE Act. So I don't think that's journalism. That's not First Amendment, going in and harassing people in the middle of church. And, Don.
Did you hear that, folks? Doggone it, MTG. You trying to bring me back into your MTG.
They were convicted.
MTG. I'm liking what I'm hearing. I'm liking what I'm hearing from you, MTG. Standing up for the Christians. That's what I need to hear. That's what I need to see. I don't care what she's done in her past. We all fall short of the glory of God. This is what I need to see. This is what being a conservative is all about. We're Christians. So, good. Excellent.
Under the FACE Act. So I don't think that's journalism. That's not First Amendment, going in and harassing people in the middle of church. And, Don Lemon came to my office with the Tesla takedown guy, the guy that organized it, and we had to call Capitol Police.
Okay, well, but can we just charge him with not cool, man?
No.
I completely support his role.
No. We cannot charge him with not cool, man. No. And excuse me, touching on what I was talking about before, about black people being violent, blah blah blah. Hang on, guys, I got to put on my. I don't think the mic will pick up the massager too much. Black people, we're not inherently violent or anything like that. We're Christians. I think over 80% of blacks in America are Christians. So, we're going to defend the house of God, same way Jesus would. Okay. So no, you can't charge it with not cool, man. And let me ask you guys this. If that pastor were an imam, if he were a sheikh, do you think they would have stormed the mosque? No. And why wouldn't they have stormed the mosque? What do you think the Muslims would have done if those Minnesotans tried to storm a mosque? What do you think would happen? Do you think they would have calmly walked out and left them in the mosque to keep screaming while they went and calmed down their children and was telling them, don't be afraid, it's all going to be okay? Or do you think those Muslims would have beat the dog out of them? But people have it confused with this turn the other cheek line, and people think that Jesus was just some hippie that just allowed anything and everything to go down. So to save people from really, really getting hurt, these guys need to be arrested and prosecuted. It's just, there's no way around it. There's just no way around it. So, I hope they got some of these idiots rioting in LA. It's just another reason why I will never live in that county. Oh, wow. Long Beach. Trump supporter getting harassed in Long Beach. This looks like it's downtown. Yeah, he's downtown. Bunch of kids. Bunch of stupid kids. Another valid reason why I'll never have my family in LA County. Just the county. It's got to be a total flip. Total flip. Wow, I guess they're really trying to put a mileage tax. The Democrats, man. You little commie bastards. They want to charge, let's see, when you add up the car tax, the gas tax, and this new mileage tax, for a family with 2 cars, a working family with 2 parents driving, they would have to pay $4,200 a year to the state of California just for the privilege of driving on our just shit roads. And that's after our income taxes. That doesn't include the gas price, and it doesn't include the car or the, oh my goodness. AB 1421. Okay, we're going to play this clip. And this might be one of the things that I might get activated on. AB 1421. We need to attack this, Californians. We need to attack this. Let me see here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You guys are about to get me freaking activated. I got a union job, right? I got PTO. I can show up to this shit. Oh, they're about to get me activated. Let me see this.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise in opposition to AB 1421 and urge that this body instead go in a different direction on this topic of a California mileage tax. When you add up the car tax, the gas tax, and this new mileage tax, for a family with 2 cars, a working family with 2 parents driving, they would have to pay $4,200 a year to the state of California just for the privilege of driving on crappy roads. $4,200, and that's after their income taxes. That doesn't include gas price. It doesn't include the car, the insurance. What are we thinking here? And so my amendment would gut the bill, which initiates a statewide mileage tax, and instead goes the other direction, saying that no locality can try to do what San Diego County did by imposing a local mileage tax, and that we certainly are not going to be moving forward with a state mileage tax. I urge your support for this amendment.
I move to lay the amendments on the table.
The clerk will open the roll. All members vote who desire to vote. The majority leader is asking for an aye vote. Mr. DeMaio is asking for a no vote.
Look at these freaking Democrats.
Clerk will close the roll, tally the votes. Ayes 43, noes 21. The amendments are laid on the table.
Hold on. I can't freaking, I have to freaking close the tab, bring it back up. Yeah. Hang on a second. Oh, dude, where? Dang it. My browser's tripping now. Yep, dang it. It's like on a screen that I don't have registered. I can't get it back. Damn it. Let me see. Are you kidding me right now? It's like, what screen is it on? Now I can't. Why does it? It's, oh my goodness. See, it's for, why would it do that? How is it detecting 4 screens? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't even have 4 screens. I've never had 4 screens. Thank you. This 1 and 2. Cancel. Wait, what is this? How can I? That shouldn't even be. Extend desktop to this display. All right, well, at least I got that back. How did I freaking, oh man, caps lock. Now, how did I? Okay, I think I know what I did here. Close window. But how did I bring it back up? I'm sorry, guys. Let me see. There we go. There we go. Freaking Windows 11. God Doggone this thing. Okay. Well, I figured out how to do that now. Sheesh. But guys, I think, what the heck? I think that might be, oops. I think that might be it for today. But this, we got to, yeah, this AB 1421 passed. We have to we got to fight this, and I'm going to be outspoken about it. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough, man. I don't know if I'll see you guys tomorrow. Maybe, because we're gonna go deep into this mileage tax. AB 1421. AB 1421. We're gonna put the word out. We're gonna. Yeah. All right, guys. A short show. Like I said, I didn't really prepare, but I just wanted to get out here and just, get a show in because it had been too long, and all the VODs have been deleted. So I need to get a team to just kind of help me grow this, and we'll get there. My mods don't have my noties on, and plus, because of my work schedule, late night, so my mods are on the East Coast. So I totally get it. I'm just poking fun. I'm not even being critical. But we will be back Sunday for sure. Tomorrow's Saturday. We'll be back Sunday night, and I'm gonna actually do some show prep. So, I can make some clips, and we can actually make some things happen. All right, guys. Thank you so much for those that support, for those that watch the VODs and the clips. Appreciate you guys so much, and anybody that helps. My fiancée, I'll be getting married in July. Can't wait. She helps out with the clips, and with a daughter and being the breadwinner and everything like that, is just not a lot of time to consistently focus, and a lot of that falls on me. I just really got to put my nose to the grinder and really just make it happen. So we're gonna do that. But like I said, I was waiting on Don to get arrested before I came back, and we're back. So get ready for the next show, Sunday. Maybe I'll do a little early. Maybe I'll do it like 5. Sunday at 5. And we'll see what kind of crowd we get. Because I'm not shocked that I'm not getting crowds at 1:43 in the morning, 12:30 in the morning. That bit doesn't shock me that much, but we'll see what we can do around 5 on Sunday. There's no football, so I'll see. But thanks again, guys. YouTube gang, feel free to leave a comment. You'd really help me out with that. Feel free to leave if you want to make clips and share the clips to your own pages. If you saw something where you're like, hey, this brother's on it, feel free to do it. Feel free. All right, gang. Love you guys. I will see you Sunday. I think I'm gonna go 5. Sunday at 5, and we'll see what kind of crowd we can get. All right, everybody. I will see you then. Stay safe out there. Get out of LA County.